Hey everyone, this is a guided 20 minutes or so meditation class. So, for beginners, for all levels, if you have an established meditation practice or if you've never meditated before, this class will be okay for you. So, if you want to join me, we'll come to a comfortable seated position. I'm sitting on a cushion, so you could also sit on a cushion or any kind of pillow you have lying around the house. You could also sit directly on the floor, although that does get really difficult after some time. So if you're brave enough, you can sit on the floor directly, but don't feel like you need to. If you want, you could even sit on a chair. If you are sitting on a chair, just make sure that your feet are planted on the ground so they're not dangling. So you might need to either put some blocks underneath your feet or some books just to have the feet planted. And make sure that the back isn't resting on the back of the chair. So you want to be holding your spine straight by your own effort. This helps to keep the mind alert and awake, which is one of the main objectives of a meditation practice. We are trying to get our mind to become laser sharp. Okay, and a couple other things to keep in mind. You want to have a straight spine as much as it's possible for you throughout the entire time. So if you notice that you start to slouch, find that straight spine again. A straight spine is with the shoulders directly over the hips. And another thing is some pains might start to come up in the body. So like maybe in the knees or in the hips. Sometimes it comes up in the shoulders for me. Try not to move. Do everything possible not to move. So when you feel a pain or you feel discomfort, try to change that reaction of moving and adjusting your position to that of stillness and that of just observing the discomfort instead of reacting to the discomfort. This is one of the biggest lessons in a meditation practice comes in. So, and just keep in mind that you're not going to break if you don't move. Sometimes we get it in our heads that our knees hurt so much, and if I don't move my knees, they're going to fall off. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but that's not going to happen. You're just sitting, so you can't get hurt. That's kind of served as like a peace of mind for me in some moments, right? So if you come to the point where you're just like, okay, I can't do this anymore, I have to move, but just make it a minimal movement, only what's necessary, and then find that stillness again as fast as possible. Yeah? Okay, if you have any other questions about this kind of stuff, you can reach out to me. But for now, let's get started with our meditation practice. So find your comfortable seated position. You can bring your hands to your knees, soft, gentle hand on the knees, and close the eyes. Just start by settling into the body, finding where your hips are touching the mat or the cushion or the chair, finding your straight spine, relaxed straight spine, so not trying too hard. And bring your attention to the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. So we're turning our attention from an external focus to an internal focus. Watch the natural breath without changing the breath, the natural breath as it moves in and out through the nostrils. So actually feel the breath as it touches the tip of the nose and as it touches the insides of the nostrils. Watching the breath move in and out through the nostrils. Feel the touch of the breath on the insides of the nostrils. Keep bringing the attention back even if you have to do it over and over again. You see the mind wandering, thinking about something else. Just acknowledge that and gently bring the mind back to the breath, back to the breath, moving in and out through the nostrils. This is the practice, bringing the mind back to the breath. Noticing the pace of the breath, how fast or how slow the natural breath is moving through the nostrils. Observing the pace. Without changing the breath, without changing the pace. Just observing, watching. Noticing the temperature of the breath. As you inhale, the breath might be a little bit cooler on the insides of the nostrils. And as you exhale, the breath might be a little bit warmer on the insides of the nostrils. Observing that, feeling the temperature, feeling the breath as it touches, as it makes contact with the body, starting at the tip of the nose and then moving through the nostrils. Bringing awareness now to the inhales and the exhales, a distinct awareness between the inhales and the exhales. Noticing when you're inhaling and when you're exhaling. Becoming aware of the direction of the breath as it moves through the nostrils. When you inhale, say to yourself, I am inhaling. When you exhale, say to yourself, I am exhaling. Distinct awareness between the inhales and the exhales. Noticing the direction of the breath as it moves naturally through the nostrils. Keep coming back to the breath over and over and over again, bringing the mind's eye to the natural breath moving in and out through the nostrils. And now noticing the space between the breaths, the space between the inhales and the exhales. Becoming aware of that space when the inhale becomes the exhale and the exhale becomes the inhale. Spontaneously, the breath as it changes direction, as the breath spontaneously moves from an inhale to an exhale, and from an exhale into an inhale, becoming aware of that space. At the top of the breath, at the height of the expansion of the breath, and then at the bottom of the breath, the contraction, the bottom of the contraction of the breath. Noticing those two spaces, the highest point and the lowest point. After full expansion and after full contraction. Again, noticing the pace of the breath. Noticing if there have been any changes from the beginning. Just observing. Moving the attention down to the pelvis, to the hips, that center point in the body, in the hips and in the pelvis. And feel the whole weight of the body move down through the pelvis, down through the sit bones. The sit bones, feeling the sit bones. Those two bony bones at the bottom of the pelvis. And feel the sit bones as they make contact with the ground or with the chair or with the cushion. Feeling the weight of the legs together with the weight of the pelvis. The weight of the entire body moves down with gravity. Allow gravity to move the weight of the body down through the legs and down through the pelvis. Relaxing the areas around the hips, around the lower back, everything around the pelvis. To surrender into this gravity, relaxing. Allow gravity to just take the weight of the body down through the sit bones. Moving the attention up the spine, starting at the base of the spine. Moving slowly up through the lower spine. up to the middle, and all the way up to the top in between the shoulder blades. Straight spine. Relaxing the shoulders. Allow gravity to move the shoulders down away from the ears gently. Continue lengthening through the neck. As you continue allowing gravity to take the weight down through the pelvis, maintaining a straight spine, an alert mind, and feeling here for a moment. Bringing your attention to the face, all the muscles in the face, relaxing the forehead, the eyelids, the eyebrows, the temples, space between the eyebrows, the jaw, the lips, all the muscles in the face. Feeling the whole body at the same time, the whole body feeling, becoming aware of the whole body just sitting here in stillness and silence. Coming back into the breath. Small, gentle movements of the breath moving in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Just observing, without changing or judging or labeling, just observing the breath as it is, as you are. And resting the attention for a moment in the center of the chest in the heart space. Settling here for a moment, feeling the sensations here as they rise up and pass away. Observing the heart space. softening. You can hold in your mind here for a moment. Anybody in your life right now that you want to think of, anyone special, hold them in your mind, in your attention. Surrendering the fruits of your meditation practice, of your effort to that person. All the effort from your practice, give it to that person. Surrender it to that person. And bring the palms to heart center. Closing with an Om. Take a deep breath in. Two more. Inhale. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.